Top stories making headlines this evening. Finance authorities say the country's public debt has surged to a staggering 92.6 billion pula. A medical expert who led a petition against the imposition of VAT on private healthcare has called on the government to never revisit the idea. And hundreds of migrants gathered near Morocco's border with Spain Ceuta after rumors that the border had opened. Good evening and welcome to our 7 p.m. Live. It's a great pleasure to be with you once again. My name is Kinali Mudisa and thanks for joining us tonight. Finance authorities say the country's public debt has surged to a staggering 92.6 billion pula, representing 34% of the nation's gross domestic product, GDP. This alarming rise underscores the mounting fiscal strain on government finances as the country grapples with a prolonged economic downturn. The eye-opening figures were disclosed by the Deputy Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Finance during a session of the Public Accounts Committee, painting a stark picture of the nation's financial health. Persistent budget deficits, dwindling diamond revenues and escalating expenditure pressures are all contributing to this troubling trend.
The total amount of money, the new government so far, and are you I was solela gore re tla kgona go duela ka nako re sena mathata re ska ra togara hela re na e country le gore ya captureiwa yaanong bo bone ba re ya dimile madi yaanong ba re tshwere hela yana ka kgokgotso e seng go pehela ka kgokgotso. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. We are currently sitting at 33.8. Let me round it up to 34% of debt to GDP. Is it what? 34%. Economy improving, we are looking at the economy-wide economic activities. Yes. We have the latest release, Statistics Botswana, indicating that in the first quarter of 2026, GDP grew by 3.5%, following 2 quarters of contraction. That's an improvement, but that improvement was mainly driven by increase in production at Botswana. So that's GDP by product. But then the catch is here. Even though Botswana increased production, that product, being diamonds, did not sell as much as Nedirekisa Bogologolo. When you look at cash balances, revenues to government, because we are an economy or government heavily dependent on a single commodity being diamonds, cash flows are still a bit of a problem. Hence, the cash flows are still a bit of a problem. Hence, the reason why we go and borrow.
Yes, indeed, we have calculated that that 34% is equivalent to 92.6 billion, including guarantees.
A quota meeting in Charles Hill was turned into a showdown yesterday as local farmer Johanni Ventra warned that the agricultural sector is headed for total collapse. Addressing Assistant Minister Mutsamai during a briefing on the foot and mouth disease outbreak, Venter slammed the cabinet's lack of agricultural expertise, insisting that those at the top are out of touch with the struggles of the farming community.
50 pull-ups, and they can just make a living out of them. Minister, I can't make a living out of 18 pull-ups. It's impossible. No farmer will survive. Minister, my biggest concern is that the big industry have a track record. We can't take a rake and take it away. We have a track record. It's not going good. It's not going good with any farmer. And I would like that the Minister and the President please look into this. We need options, otherwise You can mark my words today. If this industry not get the correct attention, it's going to fall apart. Listen what I'm telling you today. If this industry not get the correct attention, it's going to fall apart. And the rightful owner, me, farmer, if you give me the chance, I will fix it. Give it back to the farmer. The president and the ministers and all these people, they're far from me. They're not farmers. You need to be a farmer to farm. Thank you, Minister.
A 30-year-old Motswana man from Khabani, Penyo Kosipula, has appeared before the village magistrates court facing one count of attempted robbery. Kosipula is accused of attempting to rob a complainant at Block 8 in Gaborone on the 26th of July alongside 3 other suspects. Police allege that the group was armed with a pistol and threatened to shoot the complainant before fleeing the scene. Lami Lucas has the story.
It is alleged that on the 26th July at Block 8 in Gaborone, the accused acting in concert with 3 other suspects armed with a pistol attempted to rob a complainant. During the incident, the suspects allegedly threatened to shoot the complainant before fleeing the scene. Police investigations have established that 4 suspects were involved in the attempted robbery. During the incident, one of the suspects was allegedly shot by the complainant. The suspect was taken to hospital where he later succumbed to his injuries. Following investigations, one suspect was arrested and subsequently charged. He has been remanded in prison and is expected to reappear before court on the 13th August 2026. The remaining 2 suspects are still at large and efforts to locate and apprehend them are ongoing. YTV.
A medical expert who led a petition against the imposition of VAT on private health care, Dr. Les Udiseng, has called on the government to never revisit the idea. This after tax agency BURS announced that it has suspended the decision to impose the levy pending consultations. It came a day before tax pizza on health care to deliberate on the impact of VAT on the delivery, accessibility and affordability of healthcare services. Dr. Udiseng has, however, commended government for heeding the call to rethink the plan.
My heart is white. I would like to thank the government for taking a very compassionate step. Let me thank a lot of the people that signed the petition. And it's great to see that we have a government that cares about these people. However, on the consultation, I am not so happy in the consultation. I believe that this should be eliminated forever. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to write to my member of parliament to propose or put before parliament a private member's bill. VAT is and it's ugly face, never to be seen raised in Botswana. I will be writing, like I said, to my member of parliament, the ugly face ya VAT on misery is forever, never to raise his face again. Akalo, and once again, I thank you.
It is still to come in this bulletin. Hundreds of migrants gathered near Morocco's border with Spain Ceuta after rumors that the border had opened. Still with Sumo News.
It's a short burst birthday, a major birthday. Come fill up your trolley. It's a shortness. It's
ShopRite's birthday is in a league of its own. With major low prices to fill up your trolley. Celebrate our Major League birthday. Only at ShopRite.
Hey, this is Sports Talk with Tulani Tao. You know the show. We interview different people about sports and their life in sports. Not only that, but how sports has transitioned their life from not only better people to better role models.
I was always a runner.
Yes.
When I was growing up, but I was a short distance runner. I was a sprinter.
Okay.
So I mostly specialized in the 100 meters and the 200 meters.
That hobbies when they were younger.
Yes, yes.
And he used to do it, like boxing.
Used to box.
So he told me the story of him, like how he really enjoyed the sport.
Okay.
And that's literally what got me into it.
Wow. Like when you do backstroke, people look at you like weird, like what are you doing? You know what I mean?
It's the only stroke on your back, so it definitely served.
Only stroke on your back.
Pick a box for a chance to win your share of over 400,000 pula and weekly gift cards with ShopRite. Spend 100 pula or more and buy any 3 participating products. WhatsApp the code on your till slip and pick a box to see if you're a winner. Only at ShopRite.
Hi, my name is Luanaran Chobolo, the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
My name is
Spaghetti Kotla.
This is Betway Sports Office, your home of sport.
Betway Sports Office, judo, karate, fencing, football, basketball, chess.
And of course, you can get us on Wati Lujana channel 291 on DSTV
or Freeview Decoder
every Thursdays at 8 o'clock. And of course, I'm not alone. I'm with the Kalista Sarapalai and of course, Koketsu Hot.
Catch Betway Sports Office every Thursdays at 8 p.m. This program is proudly brought to you by Betway.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We now take a deeper look at stories from around the world tonight. Hundreds of migrants gathered near Morocco's border with Spain, Ceuta, after rumors that the border had opened. Spain reported deaths and a large influx of migrants entering Ceuta by swimming, adding to 1,000 who had crossed in recent days. Morocco and Spain agreed to improve coordination and work on retaining those who entered illegally, as immigration remains a major issue between the two countries.
Footage showed a stream of people, adults and children, most of them soaked, entering the town of Ceuta, having swum there from Moroccan territory. As many as 1,500 migrants have reached the enclave in the past days, according to Spanish authorities. Hundreds more had amassed on the border waiting to cross. I was in Tanger where I was working. I woke up that morning and had several young people, boys and girls, saying that Ceuta had opened at 10 p.m. So I told the people who were with me that we should go to find work. We're already working under terrible conditions and our rights are not being respected. Madrid said on Thursday it was dispatching soldiers to restore security. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez called the events a crisis and that his government was working to respond. 9 people died by drowning, according to Spanish authorities. This morning I heard the news and came here. I saw hell. We walked 14 kilometers through the mountains, but we told ourselves it didn't matter as long as the border was open. Once we got here, we were told to take the road to the sea. Then I found myself completely submerged in water. I was choking, and I saw 2 22-year-old men die right before my eyes. That's when I backed away. Ceuta and Melilla have Europe's only 2 land borders with Africa. Spain has accused Morocco in the past of letting in migrants as a tactic to pressure and blackmail Madrid.
Now in our business news, De Beers has reported a half-year loss of $123 million, blaming continued challenges in the global diamond market. The company's chief financial officer, Niranjan, said the results were affected by several factors, including falling diamond prices, geopolitical tensions driving up oil costs, and the impact of U.S. tariffs.
Chief Financial Officer Niranjan Malvaganam says the results reflect ongoing difficult trading conditions, including lower diamond prices, geopolitical tension that have pushed up oil prices, and the impact of U.S. tariffs. Despite the selling of more diamonds during the period, Malvaganam says the company will reduce production in the second half of the year to align outputs with market demands. Chief Financial.
We now take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have a closer look into the world of sports.
It's a short birthday, a major birthday. Come fill up your trolley.
ShopRite's birthday is in the Major League with major low prices. Get 5 kg Farmer's Choice frozen chicken mixed portions, only 178 pula 99. 5 kg Blue Crystal white or brown sugar for 76 pula 99 each. And 48 Notwane number 2 large eggs, just 82 pula 99 per tray. Get major savings with ShopRite's Major League birthday.
YTV is licensed under the Botswana Communications Regulatory Authority, BOCRA. Under the license conditions and code of conduct, we are committed to broadcasting news that is accurate, comment that is fair, and programming that does not amount to hate speech or the description of gratuitous violence or explicit sex. If you think YTV is not adhering to this code, please send your complaints to the program's manager at YTV PO Box 1607 Gaborone or call 395-7654. You may write to BOCRA at Private Bag 00495 Gaborone or call 395-7755.
Once again, Isuzu stepped into the frame to provide the Isuzu KB pickup for the logistical support. Audi rings and the RS3 badge on the front and the rear are also black.
Now, moving on into this action-packed season 2 of Top Student YTV, we expect to see you every Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock right here on YTV, where entertainment lives.
Okay, so here's the idea. We invite Botswana's brilliant creatives into a room and we strip everything back. No distractions, no spectacle, just conversation. The kind that reveals the work behind the work. The failures, the decisions, the discipline. Because talent is easy to admire, but process, that's where the story lives. This is Made, where Botswana's talent tells its story, one creation at a time.
Welcome back to our Sympium Live. We now take a deep look into our sports news tonight. Botswana sprinter Prince Selepe yesterday booked his ticket to the men's 200-meter final scheduled for tomorrow at the Glasgow 2026 Commonwealth Games after delivering a blistering curve and straightaway performance to clock a fast time of 20.31 seconds. Meanwhile, in judo, Tumiso Puteho of men's 60 kg and Boto Babutsi of women's 48 kg have earned a chance to compete for bronze later tonight after winning their repechage matches earlier today, and this came after they both lost their quarterfinals matches by APPON. And in the International Sports, Union of European Football Association UEFA have threatened FIFA president and organization to boycott the World Cup if he continues with the idea of selling the Super Cup stake to private companies and owners. UEFA announced on Thursday at the emergency meeting of the Confederation 55 members that it will boycott FIFA tournaments until plans from President Infantino to sell off stakes in the World Cup are ended. Meanwhile, FIFA is still pushing to create a $20 billion subsidiary to run the World Cup and other events with a stake of up to 20% to be offered to external investors. And that's all the sports update for tonight.
Europe's powerful football governing body says it'll boycott all FIFA tournaments if it presses ahead with a plan to sell a stake in the World Cup to private investors. UEFA's 55 member associations unanimously voted not to take part in future World Cups or other FIFA-run events if the proposal goes ahead. Following an emergency meeting on Thursday, it said the tournament could not be treated as an investment product and was not for sale. In a further blow to FIFA President Gianni Infantino's plan, CONCACAF has also rejected the proposal, saying it was concerned about the lack of due process. The 41-member North America, Central America and Caribbean bloc did not, however, say it would boycott the tournament. On Tuesday, FIFA, a non-profit association, announced plans to create a commercial subsidiary to run its biggest events such as the World Cup and the Club World Cup. Under the proposal, private investors would be allowed to acquire stakes in the company but would remain minority shareholders.
And that's all the sports update for tonight. Let's now recap the headlines. Finance Authority says the country's public debt has surged to a staggering 92.6 billion pula. A medical expert who led a petition against the imposition of VAT on private health care has called on the government to never revisit the idea. And hundreds of migrants gathered near Morocco's border with Spain, Ceuta, after rumors that the border had opened. That's all the news we had for you tonight. Thank you once again for watching YTV. You can follow us on our Facebook page or get in touch with us on our WhatsApp line in 74119 And from myself, the key and author of announcement, and the rest of the YTV news team, have a blessed night.